invited Spain to abide by the decision of the European EU institutions regarding the Eastern Mediterranean. Turkey recently cooperated with Spain in the production of Anadolu, the largest ship in the Turkish Navy, with a length of 231 meters, a width of 32 meters, and displacement of 27,434 tons. It was designed by Spain, Navantia, and built at the Cedar shipyard in Turkey. Poland has now been participating in the Anatolian Phoenix exercise in Turkey for 2 consecutive years. The two countries have been in close cooperation in military areas in recent years. During Polish President Andrzej Sebastian Duda official visit to Turkey in May 2021, Turkey and Poland signed a deal for the sale of Turkish BRGIE P2 Armored Combat Aerial Vehicle UCAVs, making Poland the first NATO and European Union member country to procure Turkish drone. Poland also purchased 3 ground stations and 2 simulators, in addition to 24 military drones. One of the simulators will be deployed at the Aviation Academy in Dublin, and the other to the UCAV base in Miroslavik. The agreement includes 2-year technical support and training for 192 Polish officers who will serve as drone operators, commanders, and instructors. All training sections will take place entirely in Turkey in 4 groups at different times, taking 15 to 17 weeks for each group. The first delivery took place in October 2022, and the drone first test flight took place in February. The second set was delivered on April 15. The total cost is estimated at approximately $270 million. Now, Turkey encourages the breakaway from Greece separatists to participate in or send representation to international meeting and event it hosts. It is lobbying for recognition of the separatist part of the Greece by Islamic countries and the Central Asian Turkish Republic. Now, I want all of you to pay attention to what is happening here. Turkey is lobbying for recognition of this breakaway country from Greece, while Turkey is supporting Nigeria, arming Boko Haram to kill our people in Nigeria and in Biafra land. Are you aware that most of the weapons that Boko Haram is using today is being shipped through Turkey? Now, Turkey is not lobbying America to be part of the country that will recognize this breakaway nation. No, Turkey is lobbying specifically Islamic countries, and the Central Asian Turkish Republic. Every country that Turkey is lobbying to recognize this country are all Islamic countries. America is not there. European Union is not there. They don't care about you. They don't care about this European Union. They don't care about America. They don't care about any other country. All they care for is just Islamic nation. Once Islamic country recognize them, they are good to go. But when it comes to Biafra, that America should be supporting with every might, European Union should be supporting with every might, because we have the same culture, the same religion, the same understanding, the same value system. We value human life. We value everything the same. When it comes to Biafra, who are predominantly Christian, traditional worshippers, and Jewish worshippers, they will play the ostrich. they will be thinking, they will be waiting for us to go to war before they can understand that they need to support people with the same ideology. But look at Turkey. Turkey is doing everything to make sure that the breakaway country from Greece is recognized by Islamic countries. And the same Turkey is supporting Nigeria. The same Turkey is supporting the Boko Haram because it is all about Islamic agenda. Today, you have Islamic president in Nigeria. You have Islamic vice president, a Muslim president, a Muslim vice president, and then the Senate is going to be a Muslim. Then the House representative, the Speaker is going to be a Muslim. The Chief Judge is going to be a Muslim. The Chief of Staff is going to be Chief of Army Staff is going to be a Muslim. Everything, all of them will be Muslim. And then when they want to give a Christian, it is going to be from Yoruba or it's going to be from Middle Belt. Today, we see that Emefiele has been arrested. But you know, who are those who told Emefiele what to do? They are free. They are the Fulanis. Emefiele have served Fulani. It is time to pay for serving Nigeria. You serve Nigeria and come back in shame. That is what is happening to Emefiele now. He has been arrested. And the same people who pushed him to do what he did have now become sent. They will sit by the side, by the corner, and watch how the Fulani regime, because even though Tinubu is there, it is still Fulani that is ruling. They are going to sit by the side, watch how they are going to destroy Emefiele, reduce him to ground zero, until he compromises whatever that is compromisable, before they can allow him to go with the remaining integrity, if there is any integrity remaining after that. But we were warning him. We were telling Emefiele, this place you are going, there is no road there. Make friend with your own people. Emefiele said no. We told Emefiele, look back home. Look back to Biafra. That is the people that will defend you. Come for you anytime, any day. These people, once Fulani give them agreement, they sign it, they give them one position, that is the end. Nothing concerns them. But when they begin to persecute them, they will remember they come from somewhere. You can imagine, for the past many years of Emefiele being the CBN, tell me, what is the influence of Emefiele in Biafra territory? Nothing. There is no influence. But now, you are going to hear people calling, oh, arrest Buhari, he is part of it. Arrest this one, he is part of it. And then the next thing is that is because he is from the eastern region. That is the only time they will remember he is from eastern region. That is the only time Emefiele will know that he is being persecuted because of where he come from. But while as he was serving as the CBN, he don't recognize where he come from. This has been the problem of the people that say they want to serve Nigeria. And because of that, I want you to understand that he is just starting. All of them who betrayed Biafra and betrayed their own people will pay the price. Remember that we have given vote of no confidence for every politician, both those we mentioned their name and those we did not mention their name. The vote of no confidence passed on the 29th of May is for all of them, including Emefiele. So if you know you are serving this government, from this eastern region, the vote of no confidence is for you, is against you. So things will begin to happen, and all of you will regret ever betraying Biafra. And we are going to start by taking a video call. Remember that this program is question and answer. So the idea is that wherever you are watching me now, if you are watching me on YouTube, if you are watching me on Facebook, if you are watching me on Twitter, if you are watching me on other social media network, and you want to ask me a question on video, please go to Enter Biafra. Search for Enter Biafra, go to channel 2 and come here. You are going to click the video sign. Once you click the video sign, it will bring you to the platform and you can ask me a question. It is not necessary to put your video if you don't want, but it is advisable that you put your video so that I can see you and everybody can see you. But in case, for security reason, you don't want to put your video, it is also fine. You can join me now as I have opened the floor for calls and question and answer. It's me again. Are you there? All right.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, go ahead.
No, let me get my daughter, please.
Okay, I have to bring somebody else as you wait.
Microphone nowhere.
I can hear you.
I don't know.
CNS.
Okay. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon. No. Yeah, I hope the broadcast is not hanging like it has been doing for the past few days. Are you there? Are you there? Okay, this is not my fault. And also not the fault of our system. So, CNS, are you there? All right, so this is not my fault at all. This is the fault of CNS. It's me again. Are you ready? It's me again. Are you there? Okay, while we wait for others to join us, we are going to look for jingle.
Executive don't sleep. If not, the whole thing will crumble. Your crumbling you see is that the head is sick. And when the head is sick, the body will be in trouble. That's our problem. How can 60% of our raw oil be stolen? And 50% of the refined one we have now imported also be stolen. Stolen on the field, stolen at the pump. In your coming election, which I don't believe in anyway, you know, my own understanding, because of my experience in politics, I am not just a pastor, I have been in the trenches, and I have a clear understanding of what is wrong with this country. Our next priority is not election. Our next priority is rearranging this country. This country must be rearranged. This country is a fraud. It's a lie. Nigeria is a lie. What is called Nigeria died in 1966 when the military shot the gun and suspended the constitution that brought us together. Nigeria was a negotiated country. It was negotiated under the British that the only way that a country like us, close to 300 nationalities, people with different ideas, different orientation, different religion, different mindset, different way of life, the only way they can cohabit is if they are allowed to govern themselves in their different setting. And then at the upper point, come and have a weak center. Just like United States of America. New York and New Jersey are just like Lagos and Ogun State. Only a river separated them. Two close states, two different governments, two different laws. So you don't like their laws and their pay in New Jersey, you move to New York. You don't like New York, you go to Philadelphia. You don't like Philadelphia, you go to Atlanta. Everyone is separately governed.
And that's exactly what we are bringing to Biafra land, where each state of Biafra will have independent way of running the affair of their government. The 32 states of Biafra will be on their own with their own laws. And each local government in those states will be 15. We're going to have 5 districts in each local government. So it is the only way to have dividend of democracy and the only way for every citizen of Biafra to be part of government. So we are bringing exactly something that is working in the Western world, working in America, working in any country that is you see developed today, Dubai and all of them. We want to bring, in Igbo language, they say, Ochichirulo is what we are trying to do in Biafra, and we have already achieved it with the structure we have on ground. So CNS, welcome back. Hello? It's me again. Are you here?
Yes, I am.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, I must thank you, my PM. The other time we met on space, it was heartbroken, but we move.
We move.
There are lots of them. I want to start that I have seen lots of directives from Biafran government in exile. And one would say they were on point and coming rapidly. I want to know, is it premeditated or as the spirit leads? How is it coming out?
It is, all of them is something that have been planned.
But given the time that this government has been established, one will not think that these things will be coming up. Or is it that this government has been in existence before it was announced?
What we are doing is heading more. So everything is just happening as you see it. And is there any specific directive you can point out specific one that is surprising you?
Man, everything that you've said, the pace is too fast. So I'm beginning to wonder, is it that, I asked this question indirectly. I said, do you think our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, will be happy with the speed?
Yes.
I asked that question before. It is somehow, now, you talked about, in one of your speech, about referendum.
Yes.
You have spoken this referendum and it's somehow confusing.
Yes.
You talk about us holding referendum at a time this Biafran government in exile, we hold referendum maybe after these lengthy holidays.
Yes.
Sit at home that we will stay. You
Yes.
talked about that. You talked about international body holding referendum for us.
Yes.
And we don't know which way it will go. But most importantly, this international body, are you including Britain? Because I heard it in one of your speech.
You see,
will they come?
Yeah, you see, we cannot ignore Britain, no matter what. But the question is, will they participate in observing our self-referendum? So, and like I said, I've always said that whether they come or not, it is not our business, right? But that particular hands of fellowship will be extended to them. So we are not going to ignore Britain.
Okay, if Britain decide to participate with their with their veto power to say we have to oversee the counting, we have to overdo this.
It doesn't matter. Are you afraid of Biafra? Are you afraid of people voting against it? Don't worry. You know what we are doing now? That's why it is very important now that the activation of the de facto government in the homeland. Okay? That's why it is very important now for us to show that the loyalty of Biafra people lies on the government of Biafra, both the exile government and the de facto government. So, and also, that is going to be a base for us to control how the referendum will be conducted. You need to be physically, present and control the people to be able to have effective referendum. And that's what we are doing. So people don't understand when we want to focus on this structure. You find out that everywhere somehow is calm. We need to put this in order, put this structure, and then the game will start.
Okay. You talked again about the same referendum, that our sitting at home is a referendum, having sustained it for 2 years.
Yes.
Do you think that we play will come to the fore when it matters? Do you think those records will come to the fore when it matters?
Of course, it is going to. It is one of the biggest, weapon we have, because by the time you talk about sit at home, you talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you talk about Biafra. So it is to make sure that our people are completely awake of the Biafra cause, so that by the time we are going to be talking about the referendum, how we control the territory, and how the Biafra people has recognized the government both in the exile and the homeland by ignoring and disobeying whatever comes from the government, like the governors and so on. That particular sit at home is the engine house that is going to keep our people awake until the day we are going to say we are now organizing a referendum. They already know what is going on. So because Nigeria, the brain, the system and the policy of Nigeria is designed in a way that if your village is wiped out today, your entire village, and you are the only one remaining, in the next 2 weeks, you forget them. Isn't it true?
That's it. You're spot on.
I use entire village because that is something that should make somebody not to ever forget it. If your entire village is wiped out and only you remaining. But it happens, and it is happening in Nigeria. And yet, people forget after 2 weeks. In fact, 2 weeks is even too much. They will begin to behave as if nothing happened. So, because of the mentality of people in Nigeria, and it is, designed by the leading class, Fulani nomadic system, that the suffering and the hunger is too much. So everybody is struggling. If something did not happen to you directly, it is not your business. So,
okay,
because of that, we will continue to maintain this sit at home, because it is going to be the only thing that will keep this Biafra cause and the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu detention alive until once we call referendum, people are going to respond the way they are responding to the sit at home. That is the idea.
Okay, there is something about this sit at home, and there is a tone that you are not taking.
Okay.
You see, I want to use Mba as case study. He has, to his credit, he has been going to the grassroots, meeting people, meeting the commoners on how to disobey the sit at home. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu usually said, that's the tone you are not taking. The only time he makes that parable is when he wants to talk about it at home. Let me
tell you, I know where you are going. Yeah?
Okay.
But remember, Mba is just starting, and Biafrans are not full. Okay? What you see happening on the sit at home is many years of work. Okay? Many years of suffering, many years of awareness, many years of exposition. Mba cannot just come within 2 days and do something and turn the brain of Biafrans upside down. It is not possible. Biafrans are wise. No matter how the system of Nigeria has shaped their lives and the way of their thinking, they remain unchanged when it comes to wiseness. So, Oyendu say, if you are wise and you are truthful, Biafrans will follow you. And Mba have to do extra thing to show to Biafra that he is wise and truthful and he wants their best interest. They will follow him. And I believe that they cannot follow anybody within Nigeria at this point, because that is what they know. Nigeria has failed Biafrans. Nigeria has failed Ndi Igbo, part of Biafra. So anybody that is going to be talking about Nigeria, one Nigeria, that is number one failure. So they can never support you. That's why Mba and every other person that comes up to talk about sit at home and end of Biafra will be a failure. So I'm not worried about Mba. That's why I'm not taking that tone, because they have accused us that, oh, you are killing people, you are doing this and doing that, and so people are scared. People are not scared. Have they not said they are going to sack them? If somebody should be scared, it should be about losing your job. Yet, David Umahi threatened Ebonyi people that they are going to lose their job. Did he stop them from staying at home? No. Soludo threatened the people that they are going to lose their job. And did he stop them from sitting at home? No. Hope Uzodinma is bringing a helicopter. Did he stop people from staying at home? No. So, Mba's own is not going to be different. What he's doing now is just laying a foundation of failure, which is to our own good, because it shows that every person that have come as a governor to serve Nigeria will always start by fighting against Biafra. And that's the foundation of failure. So the more he tries it, the more he favors us. You understand?
Okay, PM. From what you are saying, I will make a comment and ask a follow-up question. My comment is, you have too much faith on your people that you don't even try to persuade them to sit at home. I don't know why it is like that, but I don't know what sums up your belief and confidence in your people at back home. It's too much. But having said that, do you have anything to say?
Well, thank you very much for, identifying that I have confidence in them. Just like they also have confidence in me. So I have very good confidence in them. And that's why whenever this comment of Mba or any other person come, I'm not shaking.
Okay. I want to say you did not make any comment about Mba going to visit Bola Tinubu for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu retweet, for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release. Should we consider it that that move was a window dressing? Because he was placing, or should we say is placing the horse before the cart or the cart before the horse? What do you think?
Thank you very much. First of all, how can somebody tell you he want to meet Tinubu for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release and you believe him? Even if he go there to talk like that, I want every Biafran to understand one thing. Mba have not congratulated Bola Tinubu for being the president of Nigeria. Are you aware of that?
Not at all.
Okay, now you know. So you see, there are things that you do, and some people that follows event will be taking note. He has not even congratulated the president for becoming the president of Nigeria. And the next thing is to go and look for favor. The favor is a political jamboree. We are not interested in video or picture or with the president and coming outside to claim you went to beg him to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No, we are interested in seeing, and his actions and inaction suggest that he was not actually for the best interest of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because first of all, you cannot start fighting the thing that is keeping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu alive and at the same time claim you went to ask for his release. So why don't you release him first and then ask people to stop sitting at home? Why would you go and start fighting the thing that is making him to stay alive today in the DSS and then coming to say I requested Tinubu to release him? Is it the first time that somebody went to Aso Rock to demand for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Well, not the first time. Ohaneze have been there. Soludo have been there. Sorry, who?
Emeka Izife.
Yes, the elders elder council have been there. So it is not the first. So we are not moved by anybody, not anybody saying they have met to for release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And so what? Do you go to bank with that? No. You remember when I started this thing, I said my own is money for hand, back for ground. Do you remember when I said that?
Yes, you said it.
And carry.
You said you will not be involved in any negotiation that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not lead.
Thank you very much. That I am not going to be part of any negotiation when he is not part of it.
So, yes. Okay, thank you, PM. Because your silence on that move suggests that it is not honest or sincere, and Biafrans has been worried. What should we believe and what should we think? Now, let me comment on one of those moves that Biafran government in exile made that knocked us off our feet, and we begin to ask many questions. I saw your communique on oil companies in Biafran land.
Okay.
Given their antecedent and the way they treated us before, do you have what it takes to enforce it, or you are relying on their common sense and goodwill?
We have not come to the level of enforcing anything. But when we come to that point, we are going to enforce whatever we want to enforce on anybody in the territory of Biafra. Remember that now our border in Bakassi Peninsula is sealed. I hope you are hearing it there. It is sealed, completely sealed. Cameroon don't interfere. If they interfere, they collect water. Nigeria is not interfering. The other time they put they cover the whole place with boat and all that. So, but you hear that from going forward, since we started this liberation, we are pushing Cameroon away from our land. And the news is everywhere. So we are going to enforce whatever we want to enforce within Biafra territory. Just once you fall under Biafra territory, just don't listen to us at your own peril.
Thank you. I wish you'd never answer this question, but it is what it is. Now, you talked about loan and how it's inevitable we participate in this unreasonable loan. And we knew what happened 5 days to Muhammad Buhari exiting office. He collected loan of $800 million that was approved by the rubber stamp Senate. But before now, long before now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said to China and the world body, even during COVID-19, they have to appeal to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to aid Nigeria. Like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu predicted, they never give the people anything. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said China should stop giving loans to Nigerian government, as therefore will not participate in paying, in paying back. Yes. But you somehow differ from this. Can you please explain to us?
No, I didn't differ. What I said was that by the time we are negotiating this payment of loan, we need a thorough audit to know which loan did we take part, or which loan that Biafra territory benefited from. We are not going to pay the loan we did not benefit from. So that it is still the same thing. And at the same time, I also said that I wish to be part of the negotiation of that particular loan payment, so that we are going to give them some heat, because we can't pay a loan that when you take the loan, you use it to develop another place, and you didn't develop our side, or we didn't benefit anything from it. So it is just reasonable that we are not going to be part of that loan.
You actually ended your comment with a Finnish adage, which I was expecting.
What was the adage again?
Something like that.
What?
I don't know. But it was so interesting. I need that particular adage fascinated good man. He screamed.
Okay. Oh my God. I don't even remember the adage. You know, whenever I'm seated here, I always have a lot of things in my head. So I don't even remember the adage I used. The Finnish adage I used, yes.
Now let me play the devil's advocate.
All right.
We knew that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, prior to Abinishu Ejiofor, had a lawyer which he laid off before Ejiofor came in. Why is it difficult for the same thing to happen to Ejiofor?
You are really someone with many characters. So you really turned the devil this time. Well, let me drink water. Because you are really the devil, honestly.
It happened when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was also incarcerated.
Okay, don't worry. Now let me answer you. You see, the former lawyer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was doing his job as a lawyer. He didn't get involved with IPOB dirty politics. While Barrister Ejiofor did not just come as a lawyer, but also get involved with dirty politics in IPOB. So Ejiofor become a member of IPOB instead of becoming a lawyer to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the difference. So, and for you to remove that kind of akika from your body, when in my hand upon akika now, when he bites
like a parasite.
When he bites you, he has to remove if you remove it, the head will still be there. Do you remember?
Yes, yes, I do.
What is it called?
It's also an insect family, but I don't know the name of that akika.
Okay. The thing is, it has a big head.
Yes, I know it. I used to see it only in the village.
Yes.
It's an insect. It's like termites.
Yes, it's a termite. Actually, it's a termite. So, but when it bites you, it locks his mouth, like lock it on the body, and then if you want to take it out, the head will go, the body will go off, and the head stays. That is exactly what Ejiofor is to Onyendu. But everything is possible. Ejiofor is not just a lawyer. Ejiofor is an evil and the eye of the Nigeria government in IPOB. Ejiofor is part and parcel of everything you see happening, every criminality happening in Alibu today. So how do you expect such person to go out without a fight? And you can't fight while you are inside. That's what is happening today. So, but with wisdom, he is going to be no more. Just like it has happened now. He has not visited Onyendu since the last time he went to do nonsense in the court. So you should ask yourself, what is chasing him away from going to DSS? Why is he after Aloy Ejimako? Why is he now relying on Aloy Ejimako to give information to the expelled criminals? Why are the expelled criminals not sending their own lawyer now to go to Onyendu and get information? It was me that they are fighting. They were saying, oh, you don't get information. Nobody is telling you anything. They have cut Simon Ekpa off. Now they are crying about information. Are you not seeing them? They said, I do inform the hair. So Biafra should be using their tongue and count their teeth. Why are they crying that they should be informed before anything? So if they are now saying that they should be informed, what is their own lawyer doing? Why is he not going to see Onyendu? Because he knows, oh, my hand at you also. And I'm not going to be here at you also. So we are waiting for him.
From your analogy, I will dive a little so as to fulfill all righteousness.
All right.
That is to say, Barrister Ejiofor have something against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And people like us will say, where is the whiter than white, whiter than snow? Because it's taking more than time. From the analogy you just gave.
Exactly analogy. Exactly it. Exactly it. When I was making this position against Ejiofor, people didn't understand it. People did not understand how deep-rooted the criminal is in what we are doing. So you can imagine somebody that commanders are guiding his house. Can imagine somebody that is using commander as personal aid. That shows you the level he has gone. That he didn't just come to become a lawyer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He put himself deeper into what the IPOB was doing.
Wow.
So you can imagine somebody going to... No, I'm just telling you now so that... Because when I was making this exposition, it did not make sense to a lot of people. So when things will begin to happen, you'll be connecting it with what I have done in the past. And then it begin to make sense to you. He goes to meeting, and commanders follows him to meeting. When he traveled to East, boys follows him everywhere he goes. Do you know those boys follows him? They are ESN.
Wow.
So now you understand. And
okay.
him command kidnapping and killings of other ESN who decided to stand by the truth. He commanded the killing of a native doctor, which we have saved. and put him somewhere. Because that one I have a lot of information about him. So there are a lot of things going on that Biafrans don't know. So we, when we start to shout in the public, know that everyone on the back on our waka, there.
Okay. Biafrans, when I don't hear that, people now will be doubting Thomas like me. And I'm still on my new name as the devil as advocate.
Right.
I would say we understand now that Barrister Ejiofor is no longer the lead counsel of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why should we expect to get brief from him? As it is, no one is talking about the lead counsel, Mark Ezekome. Because I think it's unfair for us to say we want him. Why is he not going close? It is not his primary assignment. And I will take excuse that he wants to be a politician. That was why he stepped down as the lead counsel. So should we be expecting anything from him?
Let me tell you one story that I probably may have shared before, but maybe now that many things are coming public, you are going to understand it better when I share this story now. Do you know how Mark Ezekome come into the picture?
You have not shared the story. I asked the question. When I raise the concern, you say you know how, and you will say it when the time comes.
Okay, all right. So I have not addressed it, right? Maybe yes, I will not go deep into it, but let me address it a little bit, like vaguely. Ejiofor never wanted anybody who is going to work genuinely to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come close to the case. When Mark Ezekome was contacted, in fact, before Mark Ezekome, a lot of lawyers were contacted, which also contacted Ejiofor. Ejiofor turned everybody down. You see this press statement they are releasing now because I say saying that nobody should go and see Onyendu. That was what Ejiofor wanted to do from the beginning. Ejiofor have told me personally, that he is going to stop Aloy Ejimako from going to DSS. The day that Aloy Ejimako was prevented from going to court, from entering the courtroom, Ejiofor called me the previous evening that Aloy Ejimako will never enter that court. And you know, he was telling it to me in confidence because he thought that he has deceived me, and he made Aloy Ejimako the bad person, that they are doing this and doing that, and I was following him. So he told me that Aloy will never enter that court. And the next day, Aloy indeed did not enter that court. He was prevented from entering. Everybody saw it. Now, when Ezekome was contacted, Ezekome said that he can't go without getting consent also from the lead counsel then, which is this criminal Ejiofor. They contacted Ejiofor. I was part of the group that brought Ezekome. The people contacted Ejiofor to make Ezekome to go and visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ejiofor refused. Ejiofor did not contact him 1 week, 2 weeks. When Ezekome was contacted, Ezekome said Ejiofor has not contacted him. It was like a cat and dog fight before Ejiofor finally contacted Ezekome. And then took Ezekome to DSS to see Onyendu. After meeting Onyendu, which Onyendu was very, very happy, Ejiofor came to the social media and wrote a pistol. Iroko lawyer, Iroko 3 has come to join the legal team. Iroko 3 had, when he was doing all those things, everybody, then I was still with Nelly and Co. They were just calling, who is this Iroko? I was telling them, I told those that I believe, I trust, that is Mike Ezekome. That was how he came. So he never supported Mark Ezekome to come to the case at all. And when Mark Ezekome came to the case, probably with his heart, Ejiofor was still parading himself as the lead counsel. You can also confirm it that every press release that Ejiofor have released and write his name, he will always attach lead counsel to the go and check from the day one that Mark Ezekome visited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the day he appeared in the court the first time. From that day, Ejiofor was attaching lead counsel to his name in every press release. Do you know that is the truth?
Yes, you reprimanded him publicly on that. Yes. I can attest.
So now ask yourself, after he has taken Mark Ezekome to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu confirmed him, Ejiofor presented that Mark Ezekome, even when his name was not mentioned, as a new lead counsel coming. After that, Mark Ezekome appeared in court and became the lead counsel of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the court. Ejiofor was still attaching lead counsel to his name. What does that tell you?
Treasury.
Okay. So now, what I want to tell you is this, to answer your question. Ejiofor never supported Mark Ezekome coming to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case. And not only Mark Ezekome, many lawyers that were hired to come to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case, Ejiofor prevented all of them. Except this Mark Ezekome, which the group in America, which I was part of that group that time, as at that time, made sure and did everything possible that Ejiofor, contacted him. And also, let me tell you another thing. The day Mark Ezekome appeared in court, we never believed he was going to appear to that court. Because there are other things, like I said, I'm not going to go deep. There are other things that were involved, which were not met. Okay? So, as at a day before the court, Mark Ezekome was still not sure that he's going to appear in that court the next day. When he was contacted, he said, well, that they have not met that particular demand, but let us see. By the special grace of God, he will be in the court tomorrow. So it was not sure. So, but that day of that court, we saw him in the court without the side of us fulfilling the agreement, and that is from Ejiofor. But he appeared. So I want everybody to know that I am not just an ordinary in this whole thing. I was part and parcel of it. And I see and witness how Ejiofor dribbled everybody that wanted to contribute something to see that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released. He blocked everywhere. But I don't have fact. I was waiting and to see how I can get fact. Until I saw the video where he granted interview to the, is it in JJ, whatever they call him, and he was vomiting and confessing how he were having meeting with the governors of the Southeast, how he was having meeting with stakeholders, he called it, how everybody in the world was calling him that the killing in the East is too much, insecurity in the East is too much, Ejiofor, do something, and he swung into action. That was when Ikoso was killed. So who knows what they promised him. That was when the commanders of the Eastern Security Network, who were guiding his place, his house, his own house, one of them was burnt in his car. That person that was burnt in his car is called Gentle. Gentle is a Ebonyi State person. Gentle was killed, burnt in his own car. Everybody know when I made that analysis. Today, Gentle's family lives in Onitsha, somewhere in Onitsha there. Nobody has compensated the family. But Ejiofor has collected 50 million. It was when I began to make this analysis that Ejiofor went secretly to begin to talk to the DSS and his group to do something. Before you know it, court now begin to say they are going to compensate, they charge DSS to compensate the family for killing that boy and burning him in the car. Everybody saw it, right? Did you see when the court made that?
Yes. And you begin to ask him, what did he give to the family of the boy? How did he compensate?
Yes. From nowhere, court made a pronouncement about a case that Ejiofor already collected 50 million many months back. So everything you see me doing is not just gossip. Before I open this mouth to talk, believe me, you see me, Jugo. So
yes, our PM.
Yes.
This program is actually for Biafrans, and I'm taking quite a lot of time.
But now I am a very vital question.
Yes, there are a lot of things to know from it, because we need to be well informed. For those who say they don't have stand, but most of us have taken stand, but some of us don't have stand. This elucidation is very important. But let me ask you one last question from what you are saying, because after this I will allow others to come in.
Go ahead.
A threat was made by Lai Mohammed during his time. He told Mazi Nnamdi Kanu not to visit any country in Africa. And then Mazi Nnamdi Kanu visited Kenya. I don't know if that was the first time he came to Africa after that threat, and he was kidnapped. During the saga of during your exposition, because there was no saga there, only one-way traffic did there. During your exposition of Barrister Ejiofor, he also made that threat to you not to visit any African country. Do you think it's a coincidence, or he's stealing the part of his masters?
It is not a coincidence. It is not a coincidence at all. And let me tell you, when Chinasa Nworu, the criminal in bedbug in Kuwait, was making a threat and threatening the ESN and all that, you remember when he said to go and ask the Ejiofor whether they informed Onyendu about that he is being rounded up?
Yes, he said so.
What else do you want to know? Ejiofor was part of it. Ejiofor told me, Simon Ekpa, in confidence, about who invited him to Abuja. He went to the office, and the person told him something, which I'm not going to make public now. And Ejiofor never admitted to me that he knew that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in Kenya. Because I asked him. He said he didn't know. Of course. But at the end of the day, from what he said from his own mouth, suggests he was aware of everything. So he threatened me that if I am a man, I should come to Cotonou, to Benin Republic, and do broadcast. And I said to him, if I look for where I want to do broadcast, is it Cotonou? I will come to do. I will not come. I will not come. I will be here, and Biafra will come. I told them that we are going to bring Biafra from diaspora. How many of you remember?
Yes, he said it long time.
I will take Biafra from abroad, right?
Yes.
So that is my belief. So why would somebody be telling me to come to Cotonou to do broadcast? Is Cotonou abroad? Cotonou is Nigeria. I just divide everywhere. What is Cotonou? I will be here in Europe. I will bring Biafra from Europe to Biafra land. That has been my stand from the beginning. So why would somebody be telling me to come to Nigeria and come there to fight for Biafra when I believe that I will bring Biafra from abroad? Those who say they want to get Biafra in Biafra land should go to Biafra land and start fighting their own Biafra. Me, I am bringing Biafra from abroad, and did not start saying it today. I started saying it from the beginning when I joined this struggle. And it is manifesting now. The mechanism to bring Biafra from abroad is being put in place. Everybody can see what is going on globally. Globally, we are breaking doors, and it is happening. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
I don't know whether they are still existing.
I will ask you one question next time. It will be a training, but I will ask you the question.
Because a lot of people have disappeared from the stage. We are not seeing them again, not on Twitter, not on YouTube. I don't know what is going on. You see? So, but anyway, you can save the question. Let me go to another person. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I appreciate it, sir.
Yeah. All right. That was a very good question. And so we need to clarify a lot of things. All right. Onyeka, welcome to the program.
Yes, sir. Yes, I'm here.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
You're welcome to the program. Yes.
Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you. More grace to everyone, sir. So I want to clarify one thing, please.
Okay.
Please, do you have a Twitter? Do you have someone handling a Twitter?
No.
Hello?
Whether if I have somebody handling my Twitter?
Yes.
Why are you asking?
because the way you tweet something, I don't know. Maybe you have extra hands. I don't know. You're strange anyway. I'm telling you.
Nobody is handling my Twitter. I handle my Twitter myself.
Oh my God. You're really strange. All this thing you're tweeting, nobody has your. Hey, guys.
Nobody handle my Twitter. I handle it myself.
We argue this. Unbelievable.
Yes.
Okay, I now have to clarify because so I want to ask the question I want to ask again is about I know I will call the question in case if they work with the type, is there any provision for people abroad to the ground? Is there any provision for that?
Yes, of course. There is provision for that. And when that time comes, it will be made public. There is provision for that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for your work. Thank you. Please increase the speed, okay? I'm not shaking. We can't be flirting with anything again. And we are seeing our people die. And if my person like me die doing this, no problem. So let's put the speed, okay? Not in fact, if the effort not is worse than
don't worry.
Okay,
don't worry.
This
don't worry. What we are doing now is the foundation. That once we finish this foundation, Biafra will come like this. Thank you.
Yes,
all right, we continue. CNS, you're back. Are you there?
Yes, Major Ubago, ambassador.
You're welcome.
Good afternoon from here.
Good afternoon.
All right. Yes. Good afternoon, everyone listening wherever, depending on the platform. Those who are listening on other platforms, you're welcome to this testing broadcast of our device. I can assure you that it's working perfectly and there's no problem from this end here.
Right.
So, regarding to the video you played about Cyprus, the people, Cyprus within Turkey and Cyprus within Greece, and the conflicts that is being there's emanating from that end, and how Turkey is supporting the other type Cyprus. So this Cyprus that is northern Cyprus against the other. So it is not a new thing. It has been the aim of Turkey. And you made a statement that Turkey is supporting them, and whereas shipping machines and the sophisticated weapons to Boko Haram in Nigeria. Of course, we know that Turkey is the one sponsoring armed conflicts and banditry in Nigeria. So, in the same way, the Islam love themselves, and they have one common goal and agenda. Seeing their fellows, they are very much happy. I think that's the only way they outweigh the Christians. That's the only way they outweigh the Christians, because they believe that once you're in Islam, you share the same common value system with them. and they can do everything possible to help you. And this thing happened in another thing happened in 2015. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. When President Buhari, the dead one, went for a United Nations summit in 2015, he went there and started agitating for independent state of the Palestinians.
Yes.
I have his word here. Buhari spoke at the United Nations Summit on Sustainable